Well, I did not know that prior to me getting there, the city had contracted with the Shoshone County to be their police force. And there was some big row with the city about how often they were in town and just things like what cities and counties go through. You're
Yeah.
never here, and yet we're paying you, and we provide the office, and we have cars, and you're all over the county in our cars, and stuff I wasn't there, so
Yeah.
I did not know. Their evidence room had been broken into, and I didn't know that. And um, the place was a shambles. Like I walked into that, our department, and I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" Like, oh, I didn't have guns. I had cars. That's all. I had 2 cars. That's what I had. That was basically it. I had a computer system that was outdated and wasn't running, and I did not realize just how bad it was. And so the sheriff at the time did not like me. Why? I don't know. He didn't even know me, but I think it was because of the bad blood between Pinehurst and them that he was going to make my life a living nightmare, and that he did. And so I always believe that all of us in law enforcement should work together. I don't care what color your shirt is.
Yeah.
I don't care. Because what are we there for? We're there to serve the people. That's what we're there for.
Right.
And what better way to serve the people than to work together in serving all the people? So, but nope, he wouldn't let his deputies come in to Pinehurst. Everything was everything was left for us for tomorrow, or for me for tomorrow. It was crazy stuff, like stuff that should have been taken care of in the nighttime by the county that, nope, they saved it for me the next day. DUIs that crashed into trailers and took off, and then it's crazy, so I quickly learned very quickly that I wasn't there to push any buttons for the sheriff. Just leave him alone. Just do my job.
Yeah.
And I had a very difficult city council, even though they loved me, but they became very difficult. They were more concerned about the dandelions in the neighbor's yard than they was the drug trafficking and the rape that was occurring, and all of the bad things that occur, child molestation stuff. I think that's one thing about being a small rural police officer. You get it all.
Yeah.
You get from the dandelions in the yard to murder.
Yeah.
So you get everything in between, and you don't get it handed off to someone else. And just about the time that you think that you're going to sit down and write this very important, report, you get called to something else that doesn't get penned for someone else. It's you. And so, so I had to deal with that, and I had to deal with trying to get a department up and running. I had to hire people. I was very busy for the first year, very busy, just trying to piece that all together and just trying to make amends with the sheriff's department, trying my best to, like, I'm not the enemy. Stop treating me like I'm the enemy. Who are you hurting? You're hurting the people. You're not. My job, I'll do my job. So, it was very difficult.
Did you ever finally get it smoothed out, do you think?
So when I got it smoothed out, I retired. And since I got a couple pretty good guys to run for city council, and they won. And so 5 months later, then I retire. And I'm like, what was I thinking? Like, now it's a piece of cake. I go back there. They got brand new cars. They got more money. And but
Yeah.
it was a lot to deal with, the evidence room being broke into. Then I have all of that, to take care of. It truly, I look back on some of that and I think to myself, how in the world did I make it through all of that, you know, but
Yeah.
you just one day at a time.
Yeah.
You just keep going. But those one days at a time, I also was being an officer. I was a working chief. I was out in the public a lot, and because I believe I should be. And so, you know, yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard. It's hard.